there's a kind of way that you're coming from nothing to something. Now I'm going to turn it over and do it again. So I have to take this apart, and then I have to rearrange, and it actually kind of looks like I'm not going to do it for most of the time until I do it, because I'm just getting it ready to do it. The funny thing is that it always feels awkward, like it's not going to work. I'm folding something on something that's already folded, and then I'm rearranging it and putting it back in a different position where some things are released that were trapped inside. This is one of those parts that always people get hesitant about. It's only good at the end of this process. See, the middle, you saw all the stress in there, and it was like, ah! And then okay, you have to go right through that and not stop in the middle there, because then it's really unhappy. That middle part, I'm not going to be drawing that anytime soon. Yeah. Yes, you try to strive for the final thing being good, but you're also very well aware of how beautiful the process is. People in a gallery or in the public, they're missing 2/3 of what's special about what that object was and how it got made. Fine work there. That came out pretty good. There's many forms that I rejected and said, oh, that one doesn't have a nice enough form, and then they just kind of go into this pile. I have boxes of rejected stuffs. There's the tower, and there's the flower. And then back again. The petals of a flower aren't perfect. They're pretty regular around. They all have basically the same shape, but the kind of organic element creeps into it. The thing about this that is interesting is that all these planes would go in one plane if there was no dimension to paper. It was an ideal Euclidean plane. This would all lay flat, and every single one of these, all these little polygons heaped on each other and connected, and the plane would just be in one plane. But then it can stand. Even though it's not good to do this many, many times, it does come apart pretty easily. Like that.